Hi everyone, I thought I would have a look at this little section over here today. I had a really late night last night. I didn't go to bed until after 3 a.m. My sister got me some tickets to Morgan Wallen for a Christmas present. So her and myself went down there last night to his Sydney show. It was pretty fun. The bloody trains, though, were a bit of a pain in the butt. Like, you know, public transport, it sucks. But anyway, let's start talking about this stuff. So here, this is a variegated Ellen. She is a recent head chop. I'll try and zoom in to see if you can see the roots. She's got some roots now. See her pink roots? So she's got some roots now, so she can recover and hopefully turn into something really lovely. Here we have some variegated leaf props. So all these yellow coloured ones, they are from I purchased it as, a Seed de Varia Blue Mist Yellow Variegated. There she is. The story with this plant was, so basically I got it. I had it for a while, then I thought its center was reverting. So I gave it a head chop. And then the body, she grew me 2 babies and they were tiny. They were tiny, tiny little things. And then the body, unfortunately, rotted. You know, that part was the one that had all the variegation, so I freaked out. I tried to pluck off the 2 babies. One of them was just eensy weensy. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is how tiny they were, if it would focus. But yet they were tiny. They were so small. I did not believe either of them would survive. One of them did. This thing is like tripled in size. And she's actually showing some forms of variegation. So if she survives, I will baby that thing for the rest of its life. Like, I'm so proud of it. But yeah, the body died. I was just left with the reverting head. So what I did with the reverting head, I plucked the middle out of it. She then grew me 2 babies like this. But unfortunately, the 2 babies had no variegation. So I plucked the middle out of it again. It grew this baby here, which it has slight variegation, not very much, but still slight. And then she grew another one here, and that one had no variegation at all. So I got really cranky. I'll put this down so I can zoom. So I got really cranky with it, and I didn't get an absolute crap, and I literally just chopped it off. And now it has grown the secondary baby back, which is that small one there. And that one looks like it's got some variegation going in it. But, oh my God, that was stressful to say the least, because I probably paid way too much for it. And it has just given me hell on earth. So I will continue to chop the crap out of her until she gives me some variegated babies. But then we go over to her leaf propagations, and her leaf propagations are actually looking really promising. Like, a lot of them are highly variegated. So that's really good, I guess. I'll just have to wait and see when they get a bit bigger. But yeah, some of them look really good. This is a variegated emerald green. She's only small. Believe it or not, she has probably doubled or tripled in size. She was a little pup off the big mother that I had. I had a large cluster and it rotted. And the only thing I could really save off it out of all the pups that she had was that small pup there. And then I'll show you the rest of the plant. So this here is the rest of the plant. So that's what I've managed to save of her. Got some more stuff over here. But yeah, so we'll see how they all go. Here I have a, what's it called? Double Delight. She was variegated. Her head is over here. It's one of those types of variegation. I head chopped her hoping that her pup would maybe have more variegation than the head. I don't know. It was an experimental chop. So we will see. I've still left her albino pup on. I know I should chop it off, but I think it's quite pretty. So I'm just leaving it. The plant can deal with it itself. And then I tried to propagate some leaves from her. And as you can see, we have 4 pups from the 4 leaves. So I'm excited to see how they grow, because that original plant, this plant was actually a leaf propagation. The lady that I bought her from, she was still connected to her mother leaf when I bought her. So she was only about this big when I got her. And now she's, you know, a big mother plant. So hopefully I get some more variegated babies off her, because I find that variegation quite pretty. I actually have another purple delight that's variegated. I think it's the yellow variegation. I will show you. So this is my other purple delight that's variegated. I believe she's like the yellow variegation or something. I'm not too sure, but she is definitely quite different from my other one. She's decided she wants to grow lopsided. I'm going to let her do that, because I'm hoping that she's going to push some babies from the top of that stem, but she probably won't. But you can only hope, right? But yeah, she's quite pretty as well. She was outside of my garden bed. But I seen someone do like a transformation of theirs on Facebook, and I want to stress her out a little bit to see how she changes. So I've brought her into my greenhouse where I can control how much water she gets. So hopefully she gets a bit more color to her. My variegated Debbie, she's going well. She's a chopped pup off a stem. This is another chopped pup off a stem. I plucked her center out because I thought she was reverting. I still can't tell if her center is reverting or not, so I'll have to wait until she gets a bit bigger. And if it's reverting again, I will pluck the center out again, because I do not care. Give me variegation. Stop being so rude. This is actually the body of the variegated Debbie's. She's got 3 pups on her stem. When I chopped her, she had, see those 2 big leaves in the background? She did have them on her stem. But I thought they were just in the way, so I just removed them, and hopefully the stem can grow us some nice variegated babies. I remember when I first started collecting, via Instagram, I think I had like a new plant rot. It happened to me a couple times. And there were some people that would say to me, oh, when I get a new plant, if I can, I'll try and pluck a leaf or 2 off. So if the mother plant dies, hopefully the leaves that I plucked off strike and I have a backup. And I remember thinking at the time, I can't pull leaves off certain plants, which is true. Like, this is Echeveria wisteria. There's no way I can get in there and try and pull her leaves off. Certain succulents, you can't really do that. But the ones that you can pull a leaf off, I totally recommend doing. When you get a new plant, pluck a leaf off if you can. So I plucked this, I think this is Choco or Dirty Choco. Hold on, let me have a look. Let me have a geezer here. Yep, Dirty Choco. But yes, so I plucked a leaf off of Dirty Choco, and she's sprouting me a baby. So it's kind of like a backup thing. I actually like doing it. At first, I hated the thought of getting a new, beautiful plant and hacking a leaf off it. But you know what? There's actually been times where it has saved me and the mother plant has died and I've had a baby and it's saved me from losing the whole plant. So I do recommend, if you can pluck a leaf off your new succulent, go ahead and do it. You got nothing to lose. So this is one of the garden beds. So that one there's a blue elf. I've got them scattered in here. That one there is a blue elf. I've got a whole heap over here. Do you see them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that small one's one as well. So they were all from flower stems. I have some in pots that were all from the same batch. And yeah, they all grew from one individual little flower stem leaf. But how cool is this one? It's variegated itself. And it's beautiful. I know she'll probably just revert, which I think she kind of has. I did try and pluck some of her variegated leaves off to try and see if I could grow a variegated plant from her variegated leaves. But none of them were successful. They all dried up. I might try again. I don't know. But I know it's happened to people before. And the plant just eventually reverts. So I'm not holding my breath on this. But at least for right now, I can see... like, I can enjoy her beauty that she gives me. But yeah, that head there is just like a normal head. But it's this one here that's given some variegation, which I think she's already grown out of it. But still, I remember when I spotted her for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I'm so lucky. And then I looked online at some other people, and basically it's happened to other people. And they're just like, yeah, it eventually reverts. But hey, at least we can enjoy her for right now, right? And maybe just secretly hope that she continues to variegate. But, you know, oh, here's a normal one. I'll compare the two. I'm so lazy. I sit my pots on top of the soil and then they grow into the bloody soil. Haven't made this easy for myself, have I? I don't know if you can see the difference, but ta-da! Here is my Echeveria hera. She actually gave me a death bloom. She is producing babies like no tomorrow. Her stem, it's kind of hard for my camera to focus, but she is absolutely covered in babies. I know a lot of people get like quite sad when they see that their plant is giving off a death bloom. But normally, that just means more babies. So, and I absolutely adore this one. I think she has the most beautiful purpley pink tones to her. So, I've already cut some babies off her that I've got growing. Hold on, I'm trying not to move too fast because I don't want to make people dizzy. But I already cut some babies off her a while ago. There's one. There's another one. And there's another one. My camera would focus. But yeah, so I'm excited to get some more of her. She's one of my favorites. She's beautiful. I would totally love a variegated one. But, you know, that's a lot of money. I might just save my money for now. Hopefully one day I might be able to swap one of my variegated plants for a variegated one. Who knows? But anyway, I think I'll end the video here. I've rambled enough. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.